Hey friends, how is everyone doing? I'm sorry I'm a little late this morning. I swear if I plan a live stream, it feels like my body decides, oh, you're gonna do a live stream in the morning? It's insomnia time tonight. Fortunately, last night wasn't too bad, but I didn't get the greatest of sleep. Hopefully we'll get some people in here soon. I'm gonna get ready to have a little smoke before I start painting. And then we will get to it. Hey, Jelly, how are you doing? Glad to see you here. I'm getting a little morning smoke ready before I start painting. We got Quan out here almost dry in the background. He is almost ready to send it into the weeds. The white beads that I painted in his outfit, these white beads here, the paint is a little thicker on them and they're what's still a little soft and taking some time before I can ship. Hey Renax, how are you doing? Good morning. I'm getting a little smoke ready, get my mind right to paint. Here's my grinder. Hope everyone's doing great this morning. I'm gonna have to get myself a little more coffee, I think. Thank you, Jelly. Hey, Kit Kat. Yeah, I'm excited to get going with Dee. I think it's gonna be a cool painting. Thank you, Kit Kat. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So what did everybody think about that last episode? Wasn't that wild? Oh, the things that Gyps gets herself into. Oops, I can't see comments. There it is. Oh, North Carolina. Nice. I love North Carolina. Such a beautiful place. And the Appalachians and the Ozarks have so much in common that it just feels like family. It feels like home whenever I'm around North Carolina, Appalachian people and culture. Yeah, I'm curious too, Renax. What was the tea? I guess the tea was probably Ryan's text is what she intended to be the tea, but we already knew it. Like everything that they spill on the show, we already knew. They tell us all about it on social media. Yeah, me too, Kit Kat. Y'all think there's going to be a season 3? I hope not, but it feels like they were. My grinder sticks, y'all, and I have to hit it to get the flour down. Oh, OBX by the beach. That's awesome. I love the beach too. There's just, I'm a type of person that I like different environments. Like the Ozarks is always going to be my deep love home. That's where I was born, raised. It's where I'll be buried. But I live in other places too, and I really enjoy them. I loved whenever I lived on the Gulf Coast. I lived in Mississippi, real close to the Louisiana border, and I spent a lot of time over in New Orleans and just fell in love with beach life. Oh, Jelly, what is my pendant? It's actually 3. This is a heart and then a locket. And the third one over here is a little diamond charm that my parents got me. Thank you. Yeah, I agree, Kit Kat. It did seem like they were setting it up for a wedding. Papers. I'm kind of bougie with my blunts, y'all. I use a backwood paper stuck to a zigzag to stabilize it. And then I roll my weed in that with a glass tip. Gotta grab my glass real quick. Where's it at? I've lost it, y'all. Oh, here it is. Lifetime did. Oh yeah, they did get beautiful shots of Louisiana for that. I love the bayous. The swamp landscapes are so gorgeous with those Oh, I can't remember the name of the kind of trees. You know, the ones that stick their roots up from the bottom of the ground sometimes trying to get air. That and the Spanish moss. Oh my God, the Spanish moss. I just love it. Hey, Millie the mermaid. How's it going? Clean out my glass real quick. Yeah, the swamp trees and the Spanish moss, like there's just nothing like the feeling that you get when you're walking in a landscape like that. I love it. Love it. Also, never knowing if a gator is going to pop out kind of adds to the excitement. Oh, Millie's partner got a heart operation the other day and she's here to relax. This is a good place to relax, Millie. Hope everything went great. I'm preparing my glass tip for a good relaxing blunt. Renax, basically right on the dismal swamp that goes up to the Virginia Beach area. I always like driving by the swamp and looking at the trees. Oh, I love that, Renax. Yes. Beautiful landscapes are just one of the most amazing things for, I want to say for depression, but I don't want to sound like one of those, oh, you're depressed? Have you tried going outside? Because no. There's clinical depression that really needs treatment. But being outside in a beautiful landscape can really make you feel better on a bad day. Oh, thank you, Renax. Yes, I'm all about the blunts. Back in the day, people used to be surprised that I could roll a blunt, and I would be like, yo, I lived in St. Louis for 10 years. They don't let you buy property there unless you can roll a blunt. It's a joke, obviously, but yeah, everybody smokes in St. Louis. There's always great deals on pre-rolls, but I just don't enjoy smoking pre-rolls. They don't smoke good to me. They the fire gums up at the end and it feels like you just don't get much smoke out of them. Go outside. Yeah. Nice, Renex. We got a common ground there. You gotta roll a blunt, buy property. The end of it's not very tight, so I'm putting a little tightener on the end. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, got blunt drying there. Just rolled one a couple weeks ago. It'd been a long time. Surprised I still got. It's like riding a bicycle, ain't it, Renex? Okay, guys, I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick. I will be right back. Right back, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. That glass is nice. Cool. I want to start up a little music. Ooh, starting our plants. Blueberry and more. That is awesome. Good morning, Rachel. We are going to get to painting soon. I'm going to have a little smoke first. We'll get to going. Let me put on some music. Trying to find some reggae, copyright-free reggae. Royal Blue Magic. Nice. I'm not so sure that reggae is actually copyright-free. We'll just go with lo-fi. Let me know if the music's too loud, y'all. I'm going to switch out Quana. So here's our Dee Dee panel. So I'm going to work on her face, and we're going to give her a nice Mardi Gras outfit and lots of feathers, peacock feathers and stuff in her hat. We know Dee Dee like to be fancy. And I hate to say the word fancy. Runac's about to lose service. Okay, yeah, no problem. Join us back as soon as you can. Can you guys hear the music at all? Where did my lighter go? You're welcome. I was trying to find reggae, but I think I got lo-fi instead. The reggae that I found said it was copyright free, but then I saw in the comments where someone used it in a live stream and got a copyright strike. So switch back to lo-fi. Hey, Kung Fu, how's it going? We're having a little smoking chat before I get to painting. Just finished rolling me a blunt. If we had Toddy One Skip in here, we'd be smoking together. It is, Millie, yeah. It seems like some of the channels that say they have copyright-free music are actually trying to pull some kind of scam. Oh, hey, Gutter Snipe. Awesome, I'm glad you're here. My God, 1:25 a.m., yeah. Well, if you drop off, we'll know you fell asleep, and that's okay. You need to sleep and catch it on the replay. I really appreciate y'all showing up here to hang out. I was just saying, Gutter Snipe, we're gonna do like some peacock feathers and lots of greens and blues and purples and stuff for Dee Dee's hat here and her outfit. As soon as I finish this smoke, I'm going to get started. Well, I'm not going to smoke the whole blunt, but as soon as I'm done having what I want. I've been smoking a long time, but not long enough to not have a smoker cough. 8:30 a.m. where Kung Fu Panda is. Wow. Well, yeah, all the time zones here, I think. That's awesome. I don't grow myself, Millie. I buy from a dispensary. Excuse me. I tried growing myself, and holy crap. I got, a nice plant, and the flower was decent, but it just wasn't anything like what you can actually buy. The amount of science that goes into growing the kind of weed that we buy in dispensaries is crazy. Like the different stuff they feed the plants and all that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let the experts do it. Hey, Miss Behaven, how are you? 8:30, where she is too. Yeah, it is, Misha. So much work. Whenever when I first got my medical marijuana license, it allows me, I don't to grow a certain amount of plants of my own. I don't have to have a grower license to do that. So yeah, I was like, oh, awesome. I'm just gonna grow my own, save money. It is hard. Like I ended up buying a grow tent and all these different feeders and stuff like that. And the lights have to be on a certain cycle to get it to bloom the way you want. But yeah, it's really hard. And you can let it just grow on its own and do its own thing, but you won't get what you're probably used to from dispensaries and stuff. That's awesome. You know what? If it's his hobby, that is really cool. I just didn't have a passion for trying to get the weed, grown to a really good smokable state. I enjoy growing it to look pretty instead. Oh, that's hilarious, Gutter Snipe. Hey, Steve Morales. How's it going? Oh man, I gotta blow my nose, y'all. I'm gonna step away from the camera so I don't have my nose ringing because my allergies are still so bad today. Just a moment. Hey, Shorty Pie. Oh, I've heard of Nordic Seeds, Millie. That I've heard that they're a really good quality brand. How are you, Shorty? Sorry about the nose blowing, everyone. I know it's gross. Can't help it. Allergies are terrible. They're so bad. So bad. Okay, I'm gonna have a few more puffs and we're gonna get to painting. Hey, Moontan, you made it. How's it going? You made it and I haven't even started painting yet. I'm still on the coffee and smoke stage, getting my mind right. Trying to get my blunt let down here away from the fan. There we go. So did y'all watch Moontan is a great name. I love it. So what'd y'all think of the video that Case got where Gypsy took the cops to Ryan's to get her pictures, y'all? I couldn't believe that. Like, just what on earth? Thank you, Millie. Do you use RSO, Gutter Snipe? Gutter Snipe says she just took her oil to go to sleep. I love RSO. It's such good stuff. Yeah, I agree, Kung Fu. That did backfire. Oh, what album is it, Mantan? Yeah, definitely should have gone through the lawyers, Kathleen. She did try to set him up. She was hoping, I think, that he would really flip out with the cops there. Let me grab some paints, y'all. Oh, yeah, I agree, Millie. I'm sorry, that Pixie ignored her. That was so funny. So funny. Hey, Kit Kat. RSO is Rick Simpson oil. It's a THC concentrate that's really good for health benefits, and it will pretty much put you to sleep. I don't know of anyone actually using RSO just for the high because it's so intense it puts you to sleep, but it's great for chronic illness and pain, especially if you have a hard time sleeping through your pain. Yeah, Kung Fu for a bag of pictures and some nonsense. Did she want all of her prison Polaroids? That's funny. A band called Golden Earring. One of the more famous songs is Radar Love, Vanilla Queen. Ooh, that sounds cool. Kathleen, I'm not sure. I think I know different manufacturers can put different things in it. So I imagine that some do. Yeah, it's awesome, Kit Kat. Yeah, I agree, Shorty. She didn't have to go. Nope. Unnecessary. Getting paints out on the tray here. We're going to go ahead and get Dee Dee's skin tone in with some acrylic. That way it'll dry fast, and then I can do her oil details at the very end. Because oil details, in my opinion, just to my way of painting, I can do details of people's faces and stuff so much better with oil than I can acrylic. Other people can do amazing detail with acrylic. I just can't for some reason. So I prefer oil. Yeah, I haven't started painting yet. That's why you can't see. But I often do the background with acrylic, like the base layers and stuff, because they dry fast. And acrylic is basically the same substance as the gesso primer. So you can get your colors in on your primer, like your base background colors in on your primer layer with acrylic, get it real fast dried, and then do your oil layer, your oil details afterwards, and cut your drying time way, way down. Because if you do your base layers in oil too, it takes forever for those to dry. That's why Into the Weeds is still waiting for Quanah Parker, because I did the whole thing in oils, and that's why it took months to dry. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Krusty doesn't like Ryan because she can't control Gypsy. Yep. I agree. I'm trying to find my yellow acrylic. I know I've got it sitting around here, y'all. I really meant to be more organized and ready for this live, but like I said in the very beginning, for some reason, when I plan a live, insomnia hits me the night before. It's so crazy. It's like only when I plan a live, I'm just laying there. I took ZQuil last night to finally get me to sleep. I was out of Rick Simpson oil. Gutter Snipe says mine is T25, C25 oil blend of the cannabis. Yeah, nice. Millie says she is taking the piss out of him. Sad to see how cool she is. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. Let me find this dang yellow and I will get started. Gotta dig around my desk, y'all. I keep saying one of these days I'm gonna organize, but you know. It's like my yellow acrylic just took up and ran off or something. Check my paint drawer again. Hey, Jelly, you're back. Yeah, Moontan, what is with the family vlog channel after all that stuff she said? Yeah, I wonder about that. Were the totes full of evidence? Was it something that he had on her? All right, I need some water. Let me try and get Dee Dee fully up here in the frame. Another Ruby vlog. That's funny. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too, Shorty Pie. Like, she said over and over she was absolutely not going to film the baby, not going to film the baby. Well, then she's filming the baby, just not showing her face. And before, she tried to say that, oh, you guys didn't listen. I said I wasn't going to film her after she's born. Well, we listened, and she's still filming her after she's born. Yeah, I agree, Kathleen. Trying to find the brush I want. Yeah. Gypsy definitely seems to be the type that always has to have a man on the hook, obviously. Dee Dee had really sharp, delicate features of her face before she had the wig gain, and I want to really get those in and highlight them right because they were really pretty. Kathleen, I've been painting ever since I could hold a brush. My great grandma was an artist, and she babysat me when I was little and taught me to paint with her all the time. So officially, I am what they call a folk artist because I've never had any kind of formal art training. So that's how they label people who never went to art school or anything like that. Often in galleries, we're labeled as folk artist or naive artist. Dee Dee had kind of a sharp chin. Paper towel. Aw, thank you, Gutter Snipe. Folk art is the tits. I love it. Hell yeah, I am. Okay, we're gonna let that dry now. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do some work on her hair. Dee Dee had that real pretty curly black hair. Ruby, Frankie, and Ruby Blanchard should be cellmates. Haha, nice, Lily, I like it. Thank you, Shorty Pie. I appreciate that. Okay, let me get some black out. Actually, instead of black, what I'm gonna do, wonder what would happen if her critics didn't even want to comment on her. Yeah, good question. Honestly, though, I kind of feel like if none of us commented on her, she'd probably get a bigger, more loyal following of people who just don't know the extras. I don't know. That's kind of what I wonder sometimes. But I could be wrong. She could just dry up from the attention. Or the lack of attention, I mean. This one doesn't want to open. There we go. I'm a 1980 millennial, right at the cutoff. Nice, Kathleen. Me too. I wasn't born in the year 1980. I just went with that because it's general, but I was born in the early 80s, right at the cutoff. You see. I hope you can capture her chinky mink style. Me too, Gutter Snipe. Let me pull this picture of Dee Dee back up real quick. Just a second, y'all. I just learned about Ark of the Ozarks. Thank you. Yeah, I need to put the link up for the donation. I have it in the description, but just a moment, y'all. I'm going to put this link up and pin it for anyone interested. Monkey Grader, no, I haven't yet. We just got started talking and painting about Dee Dee. I did a little smoking coffee chat first. Well, I don't see how to pin the comment on StreamYard. I'll just drop it in there ever so often since I don't see how to pin it. It gave me the option to put myself in timeout in the chat when I was trying to pin it. Definitely, Millie. Oops, I was going to pull up the picture of Dee Dee. I forgot. Timeout for me, yeah. Mowing the lawn, but I'm here. Nice, mama down garden. I love that. Hey, Misha. Born with talent. It is a gift. Nice. I love it. Yeah, even people who, aren't interested in doing art commercially or, for a long time get so much relaxation out of art. No, I don't know DDM. What it is so I lived in Aurora, Missouri. That's where I'm from, where all my family's from. At the same time as Gypsy and Dee Dee, and they live next door to some friends and family of mine. And those friends and family got really close to them and give them a lot of help, a lot of money, a lot of emotional support, physical support, and stuff like that. And they were so shocked and heartbroken when the murder happened, and really wildly taken aback by all of the abuse claims because they remembered Dee Dee as a very, very sweet, sweet person. Everyone who met Dee Dee always said she was so sweet. And I also want to be super clear that my friends and family who knew Dee Dee and Gypsy personally, they believe Gypsy's story. They don't agree with me that Gypsy needs to take more responsibility, but they also haven't been interested in following Gypsy's public figure journey since she got out. They're still kind of emotionally traumatized by all of that and just don't want to think about it. So it's really wild to me that everyone's memory of Dee Dee is as just this sweet, sweet, sweet person. So it's hard to reconcile with the beliefs that go around now. That's why I thought it would be cool to just have an honest conversation about her, and let's try and honor the sweet Dee Dee that everyone remembers with a nice portrait. Absolutely, Moontan. You're welcome, man. No one's all black and white. I agree, Misha. I put some of her hair over here and then I decided I didn't want it over there. We'll highlight in some of Dee Dee's curls later. This is just a base layer. I agree, Kung Fu. Yeah, betrayal and trauma it's something that really affects your ability to perceive the things that are going on. Giving Dee Dee her little squirrel curls. Like I said, don't worry, all these will get more highlighted in the oil layer. You know how Gypsy said, I'm a monster? I asked AI to. Oh, nice. It's scary, I bet. Yeah, I'm not a monster. Yeah, I agree, Gutter Snipe. Yeah. Hey, Amanda Pink. Yeah, I agree, Kung Fu. Makes you question everything whenever something like that happens. Unfortunately, it's made the people in my community hesitant to help people like we normally do, like it's in our culture to do. Nobody wants to help the next Dee Dee and Gypsy Rose. Hey, Lexi, thank you. Okay, let me get some light blue. The kind of monster that makes people scared what's under their bed. Yep. Hey, Alora. Thank you so much. Alora and her mom are flying out today for a little vacation. I bet they're going to have a great time. Oops. Stabilize there. I can lay my hand on it. That'll be good. Want her out of here. People over here have had enough of lifetime drama, manipulation stuff. Lexi. Oh, Lexi lives in Cutoff. I didn't realize that. Okay. I agree, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, tell us more, Lexi. That's wild. Very betrayed, and we have a lot of people scared of Gypsy, especially older people, everybody that lives around her. It's sad because we have a great little community over here with great people. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I can see that. Trying to get a little jewel here in Dee Dee's Fascinator. Luna Plata, true, my son is medically fragile. Admittedly, he is demanding. It's from everyone jumping when he peeped. Yeah. Well, Moontan, Moontan asked if I think Gypsy named, or if I think Dee Dee named Gypsy after the burlesque dancer, Gypsy Rose Lee, and I assumed that. But in the show, Rod told Gypsy that he named her because he liked Guns N' Roses. I don't know if I believe that, because that's easy for Rod to say now. Dee Dee's not here to, she's not here to say otherwise. But I also got to be real. I don't believe, I know Dee Dee didn't always tell the truth. So as much as Dee Dee did not deserve what happened to her, and I think that it's appropriate to honor the good things that we remember about her, I also want to be clear that she did tell untruths and scam people. I think, like most of us, think that Dee Dee did it because she was desperate to find a way to have just the best care and best life for Gypsy. But she still did what she did. And so we got to be real about that. And we can't assume that everything we know that Dee Dee said was correct, because she was focused on nothing but giving Gypsy everything. It didn't matter who she took from. She wanted to give it to Gypsy. And I think that's her tragedy, honestly, is like everyone's saying, Dee Dee didn't have it in her to force the right things with Gypsy. And Gypsy even said recently, and that was shocking, when Gypsy said that her mom was her biggest enabler and never held her accountable. Like, I agree, Mantan. That's what I thought whenever Rod said that, was that how does Guns N' Roses really even make sense for Gypsy Rose? But, whatever. And I actually, Dee Dee did some stuff, but one thing she would have never murdered. I agree, Lexi. Yeah. Luna Plata, he may be a school teacher, but he is a man first. She gives people what they lack so they can trust her. Yeah, that's part of her manipulation, I think. She makes up stories, because I heard so many stories where she got her name. I actually heard it from the horse's mouth, but I would have to ask again. And I don't feel like, I get it, Lexi. Yeah, I'm sure. And something I've shared before, but I don't know if all of y'all know. So back in the day, whenever I lived in Aurora at the same time as them, some of my friends really wanted me to meet Dee Dee, that were friends with Gypsy and Dee Dee. And I was really embarrassed and ashamed of myself, because I kept making excuses to not meet them, because something about them creeped me out. And I was really ashamed, because I was like internally questioning myself, like, why would I feel creeped out meeting a disabled child and her devoted, caring mother? That doesn't make any sense. I have tons of friends that I deeply love with handicaps, and it makes absolutely no difference. So I was really ashamed of that for ages, until the murder happened. And then I felt like, okay, I had a feeling, Lexi, it definitely wasn't Guns N' Roses. That was a lie that just rolled off her tongue as usual. Yeah, it was actually Rod that said that in the show, but yeah. Kathleen, don't be ashamed of that. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Moontan. Gypsy was all Dee Dee had. I think she believed she would have lived through her 20s. And as long as she spoiled her rotten and prevented her daughter from harming the public, that's a possibility. Dee Dee seemed, like I said, you couldn't really believe everything Dee Dee said, because she would say what she needed to say to get what she wanted for Gypsy. So, but she said all the time that Gypsy wasn't going to live long. And I remember being so shocked one time, because again, as a lot of y'all know, my longtime watchers, I moved out of Aurora to St. Louis, Missouri in 2013. So I was I think it takes 4 hours to get to St. Louis from Aurora. I was 4 hours away for the last couple of years, and only seeing Dee Dee and Gypsy's stuff as my friends and family were sharing it on Facebook in real time, because they would all share Dee Dee's fundraisers and donate to them. So I would always see the activity, I'd see the videos. And I remember it was like, I think 2011 or 2012, I saw the snow jumping video for the first time, and I was like, she's moving her legs. No, I saw the snow jumping video before that. Later, what I said was, wait, is she still alive? Did she get cured? I thought she wasn't going to live. And they were like, oh, yeah, Southwest Missouri has helped Dee Dee and Gypsy so much. She's been able to get better care, and now she's lived longer than they expected. It's a great thing. So Yeah, there was always questions, but there was always explanations and stories. Jelly, Kian will leave. Yeah, I think he'll leave eventually. I think yeah. I think their bond is strong because of the world being against him. When everyday life begins, they will have problems more than now. Are you talking about Gypsy and Ken, Millie, or were you talking about someone else? Rod loves to profile himself as a great father. Let's be honest, he dumped Dee Dee and had no interest in Gyps. I can't imagine not trying harder, you know? Does anyone? Oh, thank you, Shorty Pie. I appreciate that. Bravos. Thank you, Gutter Snipe. Sidebar question. Maybe on the GATE program in school. I was homeschooled, Kung Fu Panda, so I don't know what that is. Rod's age. Does anyone remember what Dee Dee's favorite color was? I feel like I remember hearing that it was purple, but I can't remember offhand. So if anyone knows, let me know. I wanted to do her dress in her favorite color. Right. Yeah, I agree, Lulu. When the money runs low, Ken is out the dough. Chips is lavenders. Stay away from that, please. Oh, gotcha, Gutter Snipe. Let's see if anyone else answered. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Monkey Grader Rod has also gone with the narrative. Yeah, stopped by his ex-wife, but the opposite. Moontan, first thought that come to mind is purple. I feel like I've heard her favorite color is purple. Yeah, it just seems like I've heard purple, but we will make sure it's purple, not lavender, because Gutter pointed out lavender is Gypsy's favorite color, so we don't want to go there. Down to the new comments. When the money runs low, Ken will. Oh, that's funny. Little hidden entendre there. Double entendre, I meant to say. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute and smoke a few more puffs, and then we'll start on Dee Dee's dress. Yeah, Gypsy and Ken. Make it bright. Yeah, Gutter Snipe. Getting paint all over my hands, y'all. My camera feels backwards. Like I think I'm. Anyway. He already has one of his chicken legs out the door. That's fine poetry, friends. Jelly says, yeah, it is. So funny. Rod is just as easily manipulated as Nick is. Christy does seem to be in charge. I don't know. As vivid as her personality, yes. Does Ken have support chickens like Fancy? He may need some. Yeah, that's right. Oops, my bag of paintbrush just fell off the chair. Moontan says Gypsy only has 10,000 on YouTube and not allowing comments is going to kill her channel. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Shorty Pie said that's a big one. I like my blunts. I roll them different than anyone I've seen. I use a zigzag and I put a backwoods tobacco leaf paper on the inside because I like a little of the tobacco with the weed, and then roll it all up around a glass tip. Makes a good clean smoke. When the dollar runs out, the boxing match between Christy and GRB will be epic. If I took one hit off that, I'd be out for hours, Lulu B says. That's funny. Well, y'all, I have to tell you a funny story. So my mother-in-law came to visit, and you know, she was a hippie in the 60s and 70s, so I didn't think that tolerance would be a real issue. And yeah, she had one hit off my blunt and passed out. My husband carried her to bed. Great idea. You should post and trademark that rolling style. Good idea. Good idea. Let's see if this is dry. Acrylics are awesome with how fast they dry. Then you can move on. That was 70s weed. Yeah, good point, Kung Fu. Hey, Steph girl. Hey guys, just jumped on. My bio dad was 17. I used to think it was his age, but he went on to be a POS and have more kids he abandoned. Funny, he had custody of one though and loves him dearly. Interesting, yeah. I hate that for you, Steph's girl. That sucks. That just sucks. Rod keeps talking about being in love versus not being in love. No one give a fuck, Rod. If you were involved with Dee Dee or not, you abandoned Gypsy, abandoned, you're not excused. Yeah. People on YouTube also have seen and heard more of Gypsy's scandals. We've seen more creative. Yeah, I agree. TikTok is such a weird platform. It like they will take down a video over nothing, it seems like. Okay, I need to grab another paint plate, y'all, for my oils. I thought I had one here. I planned to have everything prepared and set up before I jumped on this morning. But like I said earlier, for some reason, when I plan a live the next day, insomnia strikes the night before. So I didn't have everything planned. I used to use a squash Coke can bomb. Oh yeah, me too, gutter snipe. Those are the things back in the 90s and early 2000s. Pop can. All right, let me grab a plate, y'all. I will be right back. My mom was married twice. First guy was a Rod. The amount of unknown children that popped up when he died of style. That sucks, Kung Fu. I am sorry. Father's daughter refused to get never in love with me. Oh, that sucks, Love Shack Sarah. That's why Gypsy was making bank on TikTok. Yeah, I agree, Luna. It's coddling her for sure. Hey, Fancy Pants, how are ya? She made it. If her followers isn't a premium member on YouTube, they will soon get tired of commercials and her. That's funny. Yep. Okay. I'm going to get out some oils real quick. Find my black. Sorry, I'll have to keep hunting for my colors. I was not prepared after not sleeping well. Yeah, I couldn't believe Gypsy literally come on with a family vlog after over and over and over talking about how she was not going to put Aurora on camera. Just what? Yeah. Moontan says family vloggers are under heavy scrutiny on YouTube and in general right now. She thinks it's 2010. I agree. And especially after saying just over and over so many times, just no, we will not be family vlogging. Aurora will not be on camera. No, she totally is. Some of those pics are taken. Yeah, it does seem that way. Let's check, Sarah. Let me get some oil out. Linseed oil is the thinning medium that I use with oil paints. And it takes a long time to dry, but it makes the paint so beautiful. Just have this nice jewel tone. That's true, Love Shack Sarah. It appears that if Rod had fought for Gypsy, there would be court records of him fighting to see her. And as far as I know, no one's produced those. There are instances where one parent will withhold the child from the other, and you have to go to court over it. Child actors who actually have contracts and laws to protect them are used and abused. Blogger child actors have zero protections. All the loss of privacy with no benefits. Yep. Let me grab my oil real quick, y'all. It's over here. Did any of you follow Honey Boo Boo from back in the day? Apparently, I didn't, but I see it on the news occasionally, TMZ and stuff. And I can't get my oil open, y'all. Sorry, I'm struggling. Hey, 1970. There's my hubby. But yeah, so Honey Boo Boo's mom was required to put a certain amount of the money that she made off those shows into a Coogan account for her. And apparently that didn't prevent Mama June from taking the money and spending it. And Honey Boo Boo was recently informed there was no money for her college or something like that. Yeah, Kung Fu. Gypsy won't keep up with the channel because that requires work, and we know how she loves to work. Yeah. Yeah, being consistent on YouTube isn't as easy as it seems whenever you first start doing it, but you have to really enjoy it and really want to talk to your people, in my opinion. And with the comments off, it doesn't seem like, how's she going to build a community with comments off? It's weird. I was just saying to my husband last night, I think it was, that so much of the the stereotypical advice for starting a YouTube channel to me is just so wrong, because they'll tell you that you need to ignore comments, there's going to be terrible comments and blah blah blah. I've gotten so few bad comments, and I like talking to y'all. Like, if y'all didn't show up, I would have quit. So yeah, I don't see how someone could enjoy YouTube if they're not going to talk to people. Yeah, Gutter Snipe. I love painting Frida Kahlo. I've painted her several times. Gypsy and Andrew Jenkins are the perfect couple. That's hilarious. Yeah, from the Resilient Jenkins. Trying to get just the right highlight for Dee Dee's curls here. Take her around a bit. Love Shack Sarah, I started out with acrylics for the base layer, and now I'm moving to oils for the detail because acrylics dry really fast and they're the same material as the primer. So you can basically get in your base colors as part of the primer. Moontan said, I've decided to paint my nails. That's all the painting I can contribute. Hey, that's good. We're painting together. Yeah, Frida Kahlo's story is crazy. So amazing and inspirational. I love Frida Kahlo. Just got my 11-year-old canvases. Oh, great, Love Shack Sarah. That's awesome. Epoxy resin art is cool. Moontan, no, not really. I tend to use pretty cheap paintbrushes. The main thing is just that the bristles are soft. I don't like the straw natural fiber ones because they're too stiff, in my opinion. Moontan says, I have a literary witches oracle deck and I pulled Frida yesterday. Such nice. Oh, nice. That is awesome. I actually created an oracle deck using all my original art that I sell. I've been considering doxing myself lately so I can show you all my art. If I showed you all everything, then I dox myself. You have my real name and stuff. And I trust y'all. It's just, well, we all know who we're worried about. Hey, Lisbeth. No worries on coming in late. I appreciate you jumping in and commenting. Thank you, Gutter Snipe. Yeah, she was Shorty Pie. Lulu B says, which year did Rod and Dee Dee get married? Her hairstyle is very early 80s. I think it was 90s, but I'm not sure. Thank you, Moontan. Yeah, I did. I think it was 3 years ago I published it. Fancy Pants says, I think it was 1990. Yeah, thank you, Monkey Grader. That's my concern, and it really sucks because I want to dox myself and share all my art and stuff with y'all. But you know, like I said, we know who we're worried about. That made me cough. Lena Plata said, just send your info to Gypsy. She will make you well known all over the world. That's true. Love Shack Sarah said, I think they got married in 90 or 91. Runax says, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the minions is watching now because of who you're painting. Yeah, Miss Fancy Pants, they would come after you in weird, creepy ways. slick back Elvis type of 80s big hair. Nice. Luna Plata says late 1990. Misha, she's not building a community, she's just an exhibitionist. Yeah. I'm going to put the link up again real quick for Ark of the Ozarks. If anyone wants to donate, if you're interested in the painting, like I said, just make a donation and email me a copy of the receipt. The biggest donation will get the painting of Dee Dee. Kung Fu Panda says, I'm painting my Rocks cartoon dogs today. Right now, cowboy dog with a 10-gallon hat. That sounds so fun. I love the rock painting trend where you paint the rocks and leave them around places. That's so fun. Gotta find my printout real quick. Okay, is anyone else like me where you put stuff in a specific place so you won't lose it, and then that place is lost? What are my desk drawers? That's awesome. Fancy pants. Where did it go? Sorry, y'all, I gotta find this real quick. I have a printout of Dee Dee's face so I can place her eyes really quickly and easily, accurately, and I can't find it. Be right back. Got it. Thank you, Renex. Kathleen says, my husband was raised Jewish. They paint rocks and leave it a headstone when someone passes. I lost 3 close members in 5 months. We're currently painting rock. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that tradition. How cool. I didn't know that that was a Jewish tradition. That's really interesting. Maybe Gypsy will be painting Dee Dee. She is painting a portrait after all. Maybe so. Okay, let me get our first eye here. Organizations like that are so important. My oldest is also on the spectrum like me, and during the week she lives to learn to be able to live completely on her own in a few years. Oh, how cool, Moontan. That's awesome. Yeah, so Ark of the Ozarks, for anyone who hasn't had a chance to look at the link, Ark of the Ozarks is an organization that takes care of people who are on the spectrum and have other disabilities where assisted living is needed. And they have facilities that specialize in people on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum. I'm using this printout, like I said, to position Dee Dee's eyes quickly rather than spending the time sketching out. It always looks a little creepy whenever you're very first putting in the eyes because you don't paint them all the way in yet until that dries. So don't worry, I know that looks very base and not good, but it'll get better. Runax's daughter is on the spectrum too, only 9, but has come so far with help from organizations just like this one by helping families find resources and stuff like that. That's awesome. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I decided to paint Dee Dee is I felt like it would be an opportunity to raise money for an organization in the Ozarks that, like I said, was part. I don't know that Arc of the Ozarks had any contact with Dee Dee and Gypsy, but organizations like that existing there are why Dee Dee was able to get the life for Gypsy and herself that she had those last few years. So I thought it would be cool for us to just, remember Dee Dee and remember her good points and do something good for the community that gave her that life and Gypsy. Because we know Dee Dee did it all for Gypsy. Like I said, I know those blank eyes look really creepy and bad right now. They will get better. There's just a base, a placement. I know how you feel, Lulu. Always lived with me when she turned 19. I felt it was important to make independence available to her. I get that, yeah. Really makes you think of what Stephanie Goldhammer had to go through. Hey, Cindy. Awesome. I agree, Kung Fu. Sending love to every mother worried about their babies. Cindy, I was just telling everybody, I know it looks creepy and basic right now, but don't worry. This is a base layer. It'll get better. We have to block in the base details before I can do the pretty details. Cindy says, speaking of babies, who thinks the rumor is true that Gypsy could possibly be pregnant again, given her hashtag 2under2? I don't know. Yeah. I hadn't heard that one yet. Where did she hashtag that at, y'all? I can see her doing it. I'm cutting out Dee Dee's smile now so I can trace the exact outline and get her placed correctly. She needs a care list. Hopefully number 10 is don't have another baby, Kung Fu Panda says. That's so funny. Yeah. Okay. And whenever I put her lips in, again, like I said before, it's going to look very basic and kind of like I don't know what I'm doing at first. But that's just the base layers. That gives us a placement. Love Shack Sarah says she's either trolling or God help those children. Yeah. Luna Plata says, I believe it. That will grow her YouTube channel. Babies and pregnancies always bring attention. You know, the public will be watching like hawks. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe that's what the YouTube channel is about. Magic and the chaos. Maybe the chaos is baby number 2. I am going to take a little smoke break. Smoke them if you get them, y'all. Yeah, Moontan, I have the same question. What's the 2under2 hashtag? Where did she use that at? Do you know, Cindy? Hey, Into the Weeds, how's it going? Laura popped in here for a moment earlier, too. And like I was telling everyone, Dee Dee looks very basic right now. Like I don't really know what I'm doing. That's just a background layer. Detail will come. Kung Fu Panda says, Gutter Snipe, I have also wondered if it could be the attorney MVP theory starter now, manager, baby's attorney. I don't know. Yeah, weeds have fun in Florida. I'm jealous. I need to get to the beach. I ain't been in a while. Yeah, Lulu, Gypsy clearly has always had an obsession with being pregnant. Remember Rod telling Ken right away, she wants a baby. Don't get pregnant. The post was shared by Naomi4363 on Night Combos. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, enjoy your vacation, weeds. Lulu B says, stupid Ken. Stupid Ken. Love Shack Sarah says, chaos magic is a thing. Yeah, it is. I can't remember where you're going, Weeds, if you want to share. If you don't, no problem. I know they're going to Florida, but I can't remember where. Maybe this time the baby will be Ryan's payback for Ken. That'd be hilarious. I couldn't believe in that last episode that after Ken finally put his foot down and said, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, he finally put his foot down and said that, no more contact with Ryan. If you take Aurora to visit Ryan, I will move back to Dallas and file for custody, blah, blah, blah. And then in no time after that, he is all like, hey, Chips, like trying to get her to be cool with him and talk to him. It's like, good Lord. More oil and I might just fall asleep. I don't blame you, Gutter Snipe. It is way late where Gutter Snipe is. Those acrylics are dried already. That's what's awesome about them. For base layers. Cindy says the name of her YouTube blog is similar to Kale Lowry's. She has a thing with copying people. Yeah, for sure. What is Kale Lowry's? I can't remember. Imagine having Gypsy and Christy Meddy. Rent Boy had his rant and back down quick. Yep. Trying to find a liner brush real quick, y'all. Kale and the Chaos. Oh, wow. Kale and the Chaos is the name of Kale Lowry's, and Gypsy apparently kind of copied that. Oh, thank you, Opa. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Just finding some brushes I need real quick, and then we're going to get to making Dee Dee's face look nice. Magic in the Chaos sounds so cheesy. This girl is so cringe. I agree. And maintain. That's funny. Yes, she was, Cindy. Trying to find another color I need real quick. Lies and Chaos, a bar back from Rick's Cabaret. Did y'all notice that when Gypsy was telling Ken her list of all the things that she was going to be able to do when she was off parole, she seemed super excited to go drink in a bar. And, I don't blame her. That's not illegal. But at the same time, you have a brand new baby and like you're so excited about getting into a bar. There is no magic and no damn chaos. I had such chaotic kids in my classroom one year. All I got was headache, Luna Plata said. That's funny. Steph Girl said, does anyone ever know if Rod found Gypsy creepy when she was growing up? Did anyone get the creeps from her? I did from pictures, but I don't know about Rod or any of that. Kale's gonna have a revenge baby with Ken. That's funny. Need a little burn umber. Thank you, Gutter Snape. Maybe all the chaos is why Gypsy needs signs in her house of basic infant care. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, I don't know much about Kale Luna Plata, but I didn't get the greatest impression. Yeah, I agree. Into the Weeds said those signs were so odd. They were like just weird, y'all. Yeah, the sign, the part that really got me was the big bolded part at the bottom to not use the ignore crying method. I heard her say that Dee Dee did that with her. That's really hard for me to imagine, considering everyone talks about how obsessed with giving Gypsy everything that Dee Dee was, and I mean people who knew them, you know. Oh, hey, Alexa. Yeah, YouTube is so weird sometimes. Even when you have notifications on, sometimes it just decides not to tell people. Steph's girl says, didn't Gypsy have a CO2 monitor? She wouldn't let her cry it out. I think so. She had that sleep apnea thing. Alexa says, I needed some Zen non-copyright triggering music right about now. Yeah, so the channel that I found it on is called The Relaxed Movement on YouTube. Yeah, The Relaxed Movement. And there are a few other channels that claim to have copyright-free music for streaming. And I saw in the comments that people actually got copyright strikes from using those. But on this one, it said the people in the comments were always thanking it because they used it and didn't get any copyright strikes. Cindy Cindy asked what I'm going to do with the painting when I'm done with it. Let me share again real quick. So the organization that I want to be donated to is Arc of the Ozarks. It's a healthcare facility that helps disabled individuals, and they have a facility that specializes in people on the autism spectrum that need assistance. So what I'm doing here is I'm painting Dee Dee, and anyone who's interested in the painting and the finished painting can just make a donation to Arc of the Ozarks and email me a copy of the receipt, and the largest donation gets the painting. Little B says, I'm an RN. My son has spent every 3 years on a pediatric ward. Gypsy's lying about being in pain, Dee Dee doing nothing. Kind of seems that way, but who knows? Find my liner brush again. I set it down somewhere. Meanwhile, she's got all these signs and plastic sleeves. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Lulu. 3 years, it's crazy. Cindy says she wanted a baby but didn't want to be a mother. Remember, she didn't have time to donate. Yeah, that was such a weird thing. Y'all remember when she said that she didn't have time to donate to a child right now? Lulu B said not 3 years consecutively, but in total. No worries, he's alive and happy. Thank you, though. Oh, good news. I'm glad to hear that, Lulu. I don't mean to ignore y'all. Some of these details I just have to kind of zone out for to really get them, you know? Let's see. I'm going to use my printout to just make sure I get Dee Dee's nose in the exact right place. Cindy, I've been painting since I could hold a brush. Like I was telling everyone earlier, my great grandma was an artist, and she babysat me all the time when I was little. So I would learn to paint with her. And so when I show in galleries, because I've never had any kind of formal art training, I'm classified as what they call a folk artist or a naive artist. And that means someone who hasn't actually been to art school or anything like that. Okay. Where's the brush I just had? There it is in my other hand. I'm going to cut off part of this so I don't mess up. Thank you, Cindy. Lulu, Dee Dee wasn't any hero, and I don't like what she did one bit, stealing for Gypsy, but she was dedicated to Gypsy and willing to risk her freedom for her happiness. Yeah, exactly. Like I've said over and over, I have very complicated feelings about Dee Dee, and 6 months ago, I probably would have never considered doing this, but I thought it would be a good way to kind of just, have a group therapy session together, talk about it, talk about Dee Dee's good points, what she did right, what she did wrong, and raise some money for an organization that is part of the community that helped Dee Dee and Gypsy have that good life that they had right up to the end there. Moontan says, right, Lulu, you don't have to be a saint to be a victim. Exactly. Lulu B said that would make all the great artists, folk artists, are naive. Well, not exactly. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci, he actually apprenticed with a master artist, and so did a lot of the old masters. But then you have people. Frida Kahlo is considered a naive or folk artist. So yeah, a lot of the greats are, but not all of them. Let me think of another besides Frida. The one lady, I can't remember her name. It's out of my head, y'all. Sorry. Thank you, Into the Weeds. I appreciate that. Love Jack Sarah. Her entire everything was for Jip. She let her health go completely and her looks go. Doesn't appear she ever dated again. Wasn't at concerts or vacations without her daughter. Yeah, I think that, to an extent, that was probably a mistake on Dee Dee's part. She sort of prioritized herself more, but I'm not sure Gypsy has the balance. No problem, Gutter Snipe. She needs a cat nap. Half an hour, do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll still be on here in half an hour. Thank you for being here. Hey, Wims. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Wims. Have a good nap, Gutter Snipe. I think it was 1:30 a.m. where Gutter Snipe is when I started, so yeah, probably like 3:30 now. Hey, Ruth Carol, no problem. I'm glad you're here. I think we should give Dee Dee an earring, a cool earring. Lulu B said I would pay for a nap. That's where I was the other day whenever I was going to do that live and then I couldn't sleep. I had trouble sleeping last night too, but I took some ZQuil and finally got some sleep. I was like, no, not again. I was telling everyone earlier, it feels like there's something about planning a live stream that causes me to go into insomnia mode the night before. I'm not nervous. I don't know why. I plan a live stream. I can't sleep that night. That's how it seems to go. Oh yeah, Fleur de Lis. Good idea, Moontan. Cindy says in Nebraska it is 12:15 p.m. Nice. Okay, let me start trying to get Dee Dee's smile right real quick, and then I'm gonna take a smoke break. Let me find a different brush. I've got shelves and bags of brushes everywhere. I hear you, Ruth. Ruth said, I love to sleep. Nothing hurts when I'm asleep. I get it. Where is my cutout? There it is. Oh, golden retriever. Lulu B is a golden retriever puppy. That's what gives her trouble sleeping. I bet that's worth it. Oh, they're so cute, sweet. Like I tell everybody for the new people that have come in, I know Dee Dee looks really basic right now, but this is base layers, details are coming. So. And teeth and paintings always look creepy in the initial layers until you get them done. Runax says, I have an asshole beagle that I love very much. I get it. I grew up with beagle hounds. My dad had hunting dogs, my grandpas and stuff whenever I was little. Hey, Matilda James. Work with dogs and have 5 of my own. Love them all. That's awesome. They're the best dogs, crazy smart. That's why they're assholes. Run excess. Cindy, on Memorial Day, I usually just take some roses and flowers out to the veterans' graves here. I think there might be a parade downtown. I'm not sure. What are y'all doing? Oops. I commented gibberish, I guess. I need to get some darker red. I'll be right back, y'all. Matilda says she wanted to get the pool going for the summer, but the weather won't cooperate. Oh man, I hope it gets right for you. Having a pool would be awesome. You want to enjoy that. But now my red is stuck. See? There we go. Here we go. Kathleen says, I miss having a dog. I have cats, but they never seem to sleep at the same time. Yeah, some of mine are nocturnal and some of mine are just whatever they feel. Oh, I hear you, Wims. Wim says she went to a friend's pool yesterday and it was very refreshing. Okay, we'll see you, Moontan. Moontan's gonna take a shower and come back. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that. Hey, Wims. Yeah, no problem. Wims is watching little ones that are waking up from naps. Thank you for popping in. Okay, I'm going to take a quick smoke break, and then we will highlight and shade some more. I'm going to hold up the painting a little closer so you guys can see the detail coming in. It's getting there, but we're going to get closer. One thing that's rough as an artist, y'all, if you don't use clear glasses all the time, I almost took a sip of my paint water because I have it in a copper glass. The paint water from when I was using the acrylics for the base. Thank you, Matilda. Thank you, Kathleen. A lot of art stores sell t-shirts that say don't drink the paint water. Are y'all planning on being on Toddie's birthday live tomorrow? I am. I think that'll be fun. Thank you, Matilda. I will smoke one for you. I think her birthday live will be a lot of fun. Careful on what, Kathleen? Oh, does it look in the camera like I've got the sig close to her? Yeah, I love Toddie, Matilda. Toddie's awesome. I'm going to throw up the Ark of the Ozarks link again for new people coming in. Like I've said, if anybody is interested. Oh, thank you, James. Watching from Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Yeah, like I said, if anyone's interested in the finished painting of Dee Dee, just make a donation to Ark of the Ozarks and email me your receipt to 1980 Millennial Commentates. Thank you, Carolyn. And the largest donation gets the painting. We're going to do something nice for the community that helped give Dee Dee the life she had up to the end. Thank you, Kit Kat. Yeah, Ark of the Ozarks is a mental health facility and for the physically disabled people. And they have a specific word for specific center for people high on the autism spectrum. Yeah, Lulu, I need a shirt that says I drink the paint water. Kathleen, oh my God, Kathleen drank turpentine accidentally as a child out of her stomach pumped. Yeah, good thing they got you pumped, my Lord. Hey, Fancy Pants. Yes, Toddie is amazing. I love Toddie. She's so generous too. She is always. Hey, Carolyn, yeah. Toddie is always willing to help out smaller channels. She's awesome like that. Cindy's taking her two youngest to see Lilo and Stitch. Should be fun. Yeah, I love Lilo and Stitch. That was a good one. All the Elvis songs, those were so fun. Let me find another brush. Matilda says that's where her grandson is right now. Nice. Yes, Tottie's so positive. Hey, Ivana, you made it. Lulu asked if if Cindy Harper has seen Snow White. Has anyone seen it? I'm curious. I heard so much bad reviews about it. The only thing that bothers me, I wish they would have hired real dwarfs because they have a hard time getting work in Hollywood. No, not too late at all. Yes, thank you, Jelly. Hit the like for me. The same kids you can't get to eat broccoli will drink out of your cleaning bucket, Ruth Carroll said. That's so true. So true. Well, thank you for being here, Fancy Pants. She says she's got to run. Thank you for joining. We had a little bit of a chin indent there. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathleen. That sucks. She can't go to theaters because of epilepsy. I make dessert candles. One at a time, I was whipping vanilla wax to pipe into a candle with the beaters. Forgot that was wax and like the beaters. Oh no. Love Shack Sarah accidentally licked her wax beaters. Oh, no problem, Ivana. Ivana is dealing with a migraine. Thank you for being here. No problem. I hope that goes away quick for you. Let's give her some little eye highlights. Give Dee Dee a little eyeshadow here. Lulu B says, I tracked my migraines and figured out what is causing them. Do you know what's causing yours? Oh, wow. What was your cause, Lulu? I'm curious about that. I know we have a lot of people around who suffer with migraines. Thank you, Shorty Pie. Yeah, they're getting there. Hormonal fluctuations. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I'll look up a fleur de lis real quick because I think I know it from memory, but I just want to make sure. Okay. struggling with this fleur-de-lis a little bit, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna have to let that paint dry up a little bit to where it's not so smeary, to where I can add further detail to make it really stand out as a fleur-de-lis. There we go. Billy said she had coworkers that had an EpiPen injection for migraines. Interesting. Matilda says her chiropractor helped her migraines. No problem, Ivana. No problem at all. She can't read comments right now because of her migraine. Kathleen says she gets Botox injections for hers. Yeah, she does, Cindy. Dee Dee had a really distinct nose. Hey, Mommy Moran. Oh, Gutterstein's back. Too much fear of missing out on the final masterpiece. That's sweet. Louisiana Mama says Botox. I don't know how to pronounce that. Calypta and Ubrelli if one starts. Okay, that's how she handles her migraines. Thank you, Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe said it's looking great. Calypta is daily maintenance, Louisiana Mama said. Interesting, cool. Kathleen said, I take Nurtec every day. What is that, Kathleen? Can you share with us? Ruth said, I had ablation done on her neck. It really helped. That's cool. No problem, Cindy. Cindy says she has to go for a bit. Oh, no problem. Kung Fu Panda also has to go for a bit too. Yeah, I hope y'all get back here before I'm done. It's getting close, but there's still a bit to go. Let me hold it up again for y'all go so you can see what her face is really looking like. Sorry. That's where we're at right now. Kathleen said Nurtec is a migraine medication you should usually take when you get one. Getting so many, the neurologist told her to take it every other day to prevent them. That's cool that you had a neurologist who'd help you with preventative care. A lot of times they don't want to do that. Thank you, Ivana. I appreciate it. Okay, let me add a little more to Dee Dee's hair. Thank you, Gutter Snipe. Shorty Pie is smoke breaking. Awesome. I'll join you soon. Dee Dee had big, big hair when she was young, so we're gonna honor that big hair. I like it. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, that's better. Now we got our big 80s hair in there, y'all. Let me grab my purple and we'll start on our dress. Yeah, Shorty Five, love that. Thank you, Kathleen. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, I do portraits, landscapes, a little bit of everything. I just like making art. Okay, I am going to go grab a protein shake and have a little smoke break with y'all. I will be right back. Every time I leave the room, y'all, I'm a little worried that when I come back that my cat's going to be on the keyboard. Thank you, Ivana. I appreciate that. Yeah, Billy, Alora, and Amber. They'd be fun to smoke with too. Alora, at least. I don't know about Amber. I don't know if she smokes, I mean. Here's my lighter. Oh, thank you, Billy. Yeah, gutter snipe. They need to get to doing their jobs, those cats, be influencers. Since they won't do cat jobs. I couldn't believe it whenever we had that last cold snap. And the cats were looking at this one cabinet, all three of them. And I opened the door and they all ran away. And I found a mouse in there that I do live drop and release and release them away from the house. And yeah, it was like 3 cats in here. And mice come in and have no fear. The cats are the ones scared. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, let me grab the purple, y'all. Be right back again. Yeah, those cats need to do some jobs. Thank you, HB&K. I appreciate that. Carolyn, I have to do indica or a hybrid. I have tachycardia as part of a heart condition that I have. And sativa activates the tachycardia, so it actually makes me worse instead of helping. Dang it, I can't get my purple open. I need some pliers. Ruth Carroll said her brother's cat got a mouse and put it in his shoe. Giving him a present. Oh crap, I just busted this paint tube, y'all. I broke it trying to open it. Well, at least it gets paint out that way. It's on my fingers too. No problem, Shorty. Good grief, this purple is a mess. I'm gonna have to throw this tube away and buy a new one. Because it broke in half, y'all. Like the tube of paint literally broke, the top came off as I was twisting it. The oil from the paint came all out of my hands when the tube broke. Okay. So I thought for Dee Dee's dress, we'd go kind of 80s style. Since that was her heyday. And the 80s are back in fashion anyway. Got a little more white. I'm not going to make it lavender. I just need the whites for highlight to show the contours of the dress. Let me see if I can get this a little more into the frame. There we go. We'll give her like a V-neck and some lace. Crap, you still can't see. No, I don't know what to do about that, y'all. I can't find a way to get it into the picture any better than what it was. Yeah, Billy, I probably will do that. Stick it in a Ziploc bag until that way I can still use parts of it so that the edges won't dry out of that broken paint tube. I hate it that y'all can't see what I'm doing here on these ruffles. But let me show y'all. Here's what I'm doing. I am giving her a V-neck purple dress with big ruffle sleeves. We'll put some lace in the V-neck part and a little high collar. Thank you, Carolyn. She says she is also indica. Sativa gives her an increase of anxiety. Yep. Increased heart rate. Yeah, the tachycardia, that might be it. A lot of people I know who have any kind of tachycardia issues just can't do sativa. Next time I do a painting live, I will have it figured out how to get the whole painting in the frame. I feel really bad that y'all can't see what I'm doing at the moment. This is a cool part. So here's the ruffle all finished. Now let me do the inner part. Billy says indigo for sure. Sativa messes with their anxiety too. Yep. Gutter Snipe says she has tachycardia, started on a med called propanol, but the side effects weren't nice. That's what sucks about so many things that could help, but they have terrible, terrible side effects. I'm trying to see if there's a way I could prop up this panel higher where y'all can see. Give me just a minute. Oh, that barely made it any higher. No, I'm just gonna have to deal, y'all. Sorry. I haven't seen an email from you, Ivana, but I don't think I've looked this morning. If it came last night or yesterday, I haven't seen it yet, but I will go check after this live. So I don't want to miss emails from any of y'all. Nas says soursop tea is the anxiety herb. I am an herborist. Nervous Vegas goes to sleep and you're chill. Sleep like, oh wow, soursop tea. Thank you for that. Now I'll have to check it out. Ivana said my rail packs is kicking in. It took it before I came here. Good, I'm glad. Gutter Snipe, such bad lack of sativa, I couldn't eat enzymes to dissolve my food. Lost kilos. Wow. Okay, now I'm gonna do some purple lace. I'm not trying to ignore y'all, but when I'm doing this lace, I have to kind of focus, so I won't be looking at the chat for just a few minutes, and then I'll catch up. Herbalist. Okay. Thank you, Nat. No problem. Nat, do you speak Dutch? Yeah, I'm sorry, Love Shack Sarah. I tried to find a way to make it to where y'all could see, and I can't get it there, so I will hold it up and show you in just a minute. I'm painting lace right now in the V of the V-neck that I put on her dress. And then I'm going to add a ruffle collar. Oh, cool. Now Spanish and lives in the Netherlands. How awesome. Thank you, Ivona. We're doing like a feathery collar at the top of Dee Dee's dress. Okay, let me show y'all what I got. Here's so far. I'm gonna add some purple feathers in her topper. Her fascinator. Thank you, Ivona. Carolyn says, I'm Native American Indian Health Service. Oh, wonderful. I live near a Native American tribe. So many of my friends are card holders. I'm not. I have only 1% Native American in my DNA. But I love spending time with the tribes. It's actually a Native American gallery that I'm showing at, that I finished the mule painting that I was working on, the mule and cart. It went into a Native gallery that does guest shows for local artists. So even though I'm not Native, I get to show there now and then. They're so sweet. Thank you, Kaplan. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Billy. Ronex. Norwegian, Scottish, and Irish. Nice. Love the Scots and Irish. And the Norwegians are so interesting too. I really, really enjoy learning about that history, even though I don't share it. It's fascinating to learn about. Let me get a bigger brush real quick. Oh, thank you, Gutter Snipe. Thank you so much. We are so close, y'all. So close. Czech and Russian is very exciting, Ivona. It's super interesting. Oh yeah, Ronex, I love the Norse mythology and their spiritual stuff too. It's really fascinating. Lulubi, I'm almost all English. I have a lot of English, Scottish, Irish, a little bit of Norwegian and German and Native American. Thank you, Carolyn. That's awesome. Canvas moved on me. Here we go. Get a little more weight. My people were on the ship right after the Mayflower, Lulu B says. I would say that they missed the boat. I think when I was doing, hey, Forest Fern, awesome. How are you? I think when I was doing my ancestry, it said that the last, oh, no problem, Billy. Thank you for being here. The last ancestor I had actually come here from another country as opposed to being born here was in, I think, 1775. Oh man, Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe says that as an adoptee, she's a little scared to do her ancestry. Yeah, I don't blame you. Cindy, I've been wanting to tell y'all, show y'all more of my art, but if I do, I'll dox myself. I'm not quite ready for that yet, so I'm only showing y'all new stuff at the moment. I wish I could show you more, but the crazy people out there. Let's see, where is my liner brush? I had a thinner brush here. 100% Norwegian. Kathleen says both parents born here. How cool. That's such an interesting culture. Like we were just discussing earlier. Helichrysum oil or rub it in the palms and smell it. Best cure for trauma. I add rose oil, doubles it. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. A little more work on our lips and we are about done. Thank you, Cindy. Dig through my paintbrushes again for a clean layer. Genetics. Okay, Yvonne, I get you. Well, thank you, Gutter Snipe. I think she looks I think we're done, y'all. Let me add a little bit more highlighting on the fleur-de-lis. Carolyn says, B. Smith, I'm Choctaw and Chair. Oh, awesome. Very cool. Here we go. Oh, Steph Girl's part Choctaw. Awesome. Got several tribes representing here. I don't know how to pronounce that, B. Smith, but that is so cool. B. Smith is from Canadian tribes, a lot of First Nations. There we go. Okay, y'all. What do y'all think? Thank you. Oh, my Catherine lives next to a washer reservation. Thank you, Ivona. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to drop the Ark of the Ozarks link again. So anyone interested can donate and send me an email to 1980millennialcommentates@gmail.com. Gutter Snipe says, I'm often mistaken or not as an Australian original. If so, I'd be so proud. Nice. Very cool. Thank you, Steph Girl. Thank you, thank you. I will, I'll do a short video and put up that shows it clearer so that people who want to look don't have to go through this. Live's over 3 hours now. But yeah, I'll go ahead and put that up. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and end it and get some lunch. Like I said, I'll put up a video showing the painting better. I appreciate all y'all coming in, hanging out with me. Thank you. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Rachel. Steph Girl, Gutter Snake. Ivana. Thank you, Gutter Snake. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ivana. All right, I'm going to end it, y'all, and get something to eat and check my email. Thank you all so much. See you soon.